This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the run, it's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. 30. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here comes the option. Now the toss.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays, aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He'll pull it down. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Here's a give to Hardy. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the ear Complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Here's Simmons to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. Using his legs, it's Roberts. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Simmons, bringing the heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Edwards. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Play fake, Marcel Reed. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got a man, it's Thomas. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end.
Here's a little room there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success, and he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones. He's showing you the vision. He's showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop him.
The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. This is a designed run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Reed. Finds his back in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for room. It's Owens. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Throwing Reed. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. They use the end around, first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. He could give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Throwing Simmons. That's caught. It's Hardy. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that is great 3rd down and short defense. You're thinking up the middle. You got to react to something wide. Great job seeing the toss, stretching it out, making sure they don't get downhill, making sure they don't get the 1st down.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Black 14. Black 14.
Gonna run it. It's Owens. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Austin Simmons, a play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, give to Hardy. Got a little grass. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Simmons to throw. Snagged out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Shakes off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Got his man on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Finds a little space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Hardy. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice end to this 1st half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 9 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Seminoles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the 2nd half. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Low-scoring 1st half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better 2nd half?
Look out, he's got room. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Simmons. He's got the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Simmons. 5 finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll give it to Hardy. Maybe some room here. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Again, it's Hardy. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Here's a give to Hardy. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Here's Simmons to throw. With the catch, it's Lee. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Got him and nobody's close. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The freshman safety is still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hardy. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Nothing going on this one either, at least back to the line of scrimmage, but it is 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolute shank. Missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll pull it down and run. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Owens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Reed to throw. Under fire. And they got him.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Reed, pocket breaking down. He's got it on the outside. Brings into the open on the left. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Running inside, it's Owens. Picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Play fake, Reed. Now sliding to his left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Reed. Touchdown Aggies. And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Simmons makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
The run inside. It's Roberts.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Quick completion on the out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They go to the counter, fighting off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Simmons. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming.
Man, interesting play call on third and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Simmons. Pressure coming. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Might be changing the route. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. On the move. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Throwing, Reed. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
On third down, here's Hardy. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to set up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the right. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams.